Hey CrossFit INGUZ, happy Saturday. Today's workout is called DEN. It's going to be a descending couplet of squat clean thrusters or clusters and a 200-meter run. So the workout is going to begin with 10 double dumbbell clusters followed by a 200-meter run, then 9 clusters, 200-meter run, 8 clusters, 200-meter run, so on and so forth until you've completed that last single cluster and finish the workout with the last 200-meter run. Now, to keep the stimulus of the workout in mind today, we want to choose a weighted object for those clusters where we could essentially do 10 reps unbroken when fresh. That'll help us to keep the workout somewhere in that 15 to 20 minute range. Modifications for today. If we don't have 2 dumbbells, we can simply substitute a single dumbbell cluster. If we're working with a barbell today, we want to load that barbell with a light weight. Perhaps 95-65 might be prescribed in the gym. If we're not running today, we can substitute a 250-meter row or 12/9 calories on the bike. Either way, our strategy is going to be the same. We want to pace up.
Is this thing on? Is it working? All right. Hey, hello, INGUZ Nation. Happy Mother's Day weekend. Happy Mother's Day to Kate, Kathy, Maz, Jackie, Nikki, Chris Key, Sarah Miner. You know who you moms are. Happy Mother's Day weekend. All right. I'm interrupting this workout video to give some practical advice for you regular athletes who are not elite. You know, Kate always gives us advice about take 2 or 3 breaths and take a break. Well, that's not exactly the way I think we should all go about this. So for today's couplet, we got a couple of movements like, what is it? Dumbbell thrusters and or squat clean thrusters, and 200-meter runs. All right, for me personally, I'm doing the bike, 12 calories at a time for 200 meters. Here's my advice. You ready? 3 easy things. Number 1, have motivational signs available in your neighborhood. When you run, make signs like this one so your neighbors can see them and you can get a chance to, motivate yourself. Now, I'll say this. I have signs posted throughout my neighborhood as well as my bedroom. It works everywhere. Amazing, right? Number 2, I can't say this enough. Take long breaks. After your first part of the couplet, take 2 or 3 minutes. And if you need to eat, this is where food prep goes really well. I break out the cookies. I'll have 2 or 3. There's nothing wrong with the nutrition value and the protein value of a good Oreo. Last but not least, wear super, super comfortable clothing. I can't stress this enough. As a longtime INGUZ member, I always want to, wear things that make me comfortable when I go. All right, so listen, have a great run. I'll see you, INGUZ Nation.
We're going to start with a general warm-up and then move to 20 to 30 seconds of the following plyometrics in place. We're going to start with a knee hug, pulling that knee into that chest, feeling a good stretch, alternating legs. From there, a quad stretch, reaching back, pulling up on that ankle so that we get a good stretch through the front of our quads. We'll then move to a figure 4 stretch, supporting underneath the knee, pulling up, getting a good stretch through those glutes. Before moving on to a high kick, stretching those hamstrings by kicking up to that alternate hand. Next, we're going to do active Samson. Here we want to push the hips forward, getting a good stretch through those hip flexors, alternating legs. And then from there into an active Spider-Man. Stepping that front foot forward, foot flat on the ground, elbow touches the instep before reaching up to the sky. Again, alternating legs. From there, we'll stay in that plank position and go to a push-up into downward dog. Here, the chest and head come through the shoulders, getting a good stretch, as well as driving those heels to the ground to stretch those calves. Last but not least, we're going to finish with 20 to 30 seconds of high knees and butt kickers. Here, looking to get that heart rate up just a little. Den is going to start with a double dumbbell cluster or squat clean thruster. So in this movement, Andrew's going to start with both dumbbells, only the front head touching. He's going to pull into a full squat clean, and from there drive up overhead, no rebend in the knee as he drives the dumbbells up overhead. So full movement is going to look like this. squat clean right into a thruster. If we're working with a single dumbbell today, we're going to alternate arms every rep with that dumbbell. So it'll be a squat clean thruster on the right, followed by then a squat clean thruster on the left. Now, for today's rep scheme, we're going to complete all of the even numbered rounds twice. So for example, the set of 10 we'll do twice, the set of 8 we'll do twice, 6, 4, 2, and so on. That way we're always completing the same number of reps on each side. If we're working with a barbell today, again, we're gonna load it with a lightweight 95-65. And again, it's going to be a squat clean thruster pulling to the bottom of the squat, driving that bar up overhead. For all of these movements, we really wanna focus on keeping that weight close and connected to the body. That way, as we go to the bottom of our squat, our heels stay connected to the ground, and as we press that weight up overhead, it stays stacked over our shoulders and again, over our heels. This is going to allow us to move the weight much more efficiently and not be pulled onto our toes.